Good Saturday morning, everybody. I'm just biding my time here for all the angry backbiters getting bent out of shape about that's not the right title card. Yes, we all know it's a shame that Fred Avery, the wonderful Tex, Sid Sutherland, Melvin Millar, and Carl Stalling will not get their original credit, but a lot of people didn't get credit working on this cartoon, which, by the way, this commentary was a request by Bill Langan. Bill, hello. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people didn't get credit on this cartoon. The only animator to get credit on the original title card was Sid Sutherland. But there's definitely Irv Spence animation in here, and the more I do these commentaries, the more and the more I work on Looney Tunes Critic, the more I'm seeing Virgil Ross's stuff, and I think the thing that I'm seeing the most in his animation is he has an eyebrow technique. I seem to. Whenever I find out that that's him, I can see this weird, not weird, but there's like a weird eyebrow game going on that I recognize his eyebrows. I don't know, but a lot of voice talent on this little picture, and I am not going to mention any of them. Screw you, Bill. There's obviously Mel worked on this. Sarah Berner, Arthur Q. Bryan, Robert Bruce, the narrator extraordinaire who we all love. The Disney legend Billy Bletcher, who also worked on some of these early cartoons, but he did Papa Bear, but he didn't originate it. Mel did. But those four guys, among them is Roy Rogers. Yeah. Did you know that? Well, it's not true, because that is not them. That's the name of that group is Sons of the Pioneers, actually. But voices on this are Dave Weber, Roy Rogers, Hugh Farr, Bob Nolan, and Tim Spencer, some of the singers on this. I don't know if that's the same Roy Rogers, but I can't imagine, there's no reason why it couldn't be, right? But this is, obviously this is a Hatfield and McCoy reference. I don't know why, but that always reminded me of that one little, two little, three little Indians gag. Now I want ham and eggs. I hate that. It's Saturday morning, we're watching cartoons, so of course I got a bowl of cereal, but this is Mel. Sorry about that. It's kind of interesting to see, Elmer. It's an Elmer cartoon, and Arthur Q. Bryan does a voice in here, but he doesn't.
In one of these here now cartoon pictures, a body can get away with anything.
Yeah, that's Tex right there doing that guy's voice. But I don't believe. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this cartoon enough, but I don't believe Arthur Q. Bryan does Egghead's voice in this cartoon. I could be wrong, though. I did not watch this cartoon before having to review it for this commentary, so I apologize, Bill, but you picked a deep cut. You picked a deep cut, and now my stomach is making noises. I tease, Bill. This cartoon doesn't look very good, and it's mainly because The only release it's ever had was on a laser disc called The Golden Age of Looney Tunes and a VHS called Video for Kids Cartoon Festival. 4 Kids Cartoon Festivals.
Let there be an end to this meaningless massacre. Let there be peace.
Yeah, see, that's not Arthur Q. Bryan. So that's what I was saying, is that he's Egghead. He's Egghead, but he's billed as Elmer Fudd. And Arthur Q. Bryan does a voice in this cartoon, but he doesn't do Elmer. Actually, I don't know that that's true now that I'm thinking about it, to be completely honest, Bill. Because I don't recall hearing Arthur's, Brian's voice, when I watched this. When I didn't watch this before, I reviewed this. But I still haven't heard it watching this here with you. That's what I'm saying. This is the first Blue Ribbon series, though.
You're offside. 5 yards penalty for Ewans, bud.
All right. This is I'm reading some notes here from Looney Wiki, and they're talking about Egghead's speaking voice was. This was a minimal first step in the evolution from one to the other. Egghead's speaking voice was provided on this occasion by Arthur Q. Bryan, although it did not.
Peace he wants, huh?
So I guess that is Arthur Q. Bryan. Huh. Interesting. And then it says that his voice, Elmer's voice here, his singing voice was Roy Rogers.
I said we must have peace.
I don't know, Looney Wikia. That sounds like Roy Rogers, but that voice does not sound like Arthur Q. Bryan.
Good night.
That sounds more like Mel to me. Anyway, there you go, Bill. And we'll see you guys next week.